Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. Spinning away. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Push him back.
On 2nd down, Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Barely got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. He's got daylight past the 20 and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Cousins, open man is Thielen, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw is Cousins. It's caught, Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6 on 2nd down. It's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Cook following the penalty. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd down, Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes flush to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10.
Next score, Chiefs 15, Vikings 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run. Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Greystone, travel. Back. Chance.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
22 check bomber.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yellow. Yellow. Ready?
Williams. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43, 15.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yellow. Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
On the toss, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
He's coming. We got double up. Twist.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
And he's going to go down again. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 27 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins now. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 15.
I don't need to. I got you. Check 4. Tag.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Linval Joseph able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.